Hello, welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and this is, well, you can read the title, Elvira and Horrorland, issue number 4. And it was a hoot. It really was. I read this and I was chuckling pretty much the whole time. Alright, so the gist of what's going on in this particular miniseries, and we've had some crazy ones. We had one where she was time traveling, one where she came with Vincent Price to battle ancient Egyptian gods or whatever. Well, the ghost of Vincent Price. And now she's hopping from movie to movie to movie, bouncing around like a maniac. Why? Well, Vincent Price, when he left, and she was left stuck in a movie, and there's like the remote control of Federico Fellini that teleports you between movies. Okay, you got the plot. Great. So basically, she just shows up in a movie, interacts with the characters from the movie, and kind of ruins the whole thing in a comedic fashion. It's pretty fun. It's pretty funny. And honestly, having read all these Elvira books since they started doing these a couple years ago, by this guy right there. Since I started reading these are the best ones. The Vincent Price ones were good. These are funnier. This is exactly, I think, what I wanted from an Elvira comic book. It's a hoot. So you can see she's in Nightmare on Elm Street knockoff here. And you got Teddy. And let's just look at the stuff on his hand. Like, he's got a corkscrew. He's basically like, instead of just knife blades on his gloves, he's like a Swiss Army knife for his glove. It's fantastic stuff. And she bounces around from scene to scene in the movie, wisecracking jokes, having a great time. The whoever like the people I should phrase it this way. The people involved in making this have a great love, or at least a little bit of an appreciation for the movies that they're making fun of. So Elvira goes through this, and in this particular issue, she's actually hopping between different Nightmare on Elm Street movies. So she jumps all the way to, I think this is the seventh one, which one I haven't actually seen yet. I've only seen like the first four. Oh, plus Freddy vs. Jason. Does Freddy vs. Jason count? If it doesn't count, it should totally count. Because I actually did see about half of that one when I was on vacation in Las Vegas at my buddy's house. But I digress. So she's all about this remote control right here. And as you can see, that's not what I remember my remote control looking like. But everything's so super meta. And in this particular bit, we're in a meta. She's doing a meta commentary on a meta commentary. So we're like double meta. It's weird. I can't really point to like any hilarious wisecracking jokes or like a moment without just me go yuck 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 or whatever. But hold on. Let's see. Like, there's just ridiculous things. Timeout! You can't call timeout. This isn't a game. It ain't real life. There's stuff like that. Somewhere there's a line where, so you're not one of Freddy or Teddy's nightmares? Where's that at? Oh, yeah, here it is. So you're not one of Teddy's nightmares? And of course, what does she say? Nah, I'm more of a wet dream than a nightmare. I mean, this is like pretty typical stuff. It's playful. It's just slightly naughty, but it's not so naughty that it actually becomes naughty, you know? I think playful is probably the best way to put it. The writing is fun, it's quick, it's fast paced, the art looks great. People look like who they're supposed to look like, but they're still stylized a little bit so you can have some fun with them. It's an absolute joy. There's a twist about halfway through the book involving some dudes who show up out of nowhere. We're not going to talk about that, but you should totally buy this book, read it, see that stuff for yourself, and just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride. This whole mini series, we're on issue 4, has been absolutely fantastic, and I do recommend just going back in time in the last couple issues. In fact, there's probably a trade paperback or something coming out soon, so you might just hold out for that. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on what kind of person you are. But you can just go back in time, start picking these up and read them. I also recommend the Vincent Price one because it was also a hoot. Then again, I really like Vincent Price, so maybe I'm a little bit biased there. It's on the back. Oh, the back is kind of lame. It's just Dynamite advertising themselves. Speaking of which, hold on. There was yeah, this. I know a lot of people like Shannon Marr's covers. So apparently Shannon Mayer, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, is doing a whole book. And of course, it's through Dynamite, so the book's gonna have like 227 variant covers, probably half by her or something, or him. Is Shannon Mayer like is that a yeah, whatever. I don't know. I said her and him. I don't know your gender, so I've never seen Shannon. Um, anyway, I digress. I digress. Check this book out. Check this book out. Could be cool. You might like it, especially if you like funny things. Bye bye.